Georgia up till today. Like when he speaks, he's like, you learn really fast. And I like that. And I want you to handle this other KPI. Sometimes they think I was faking it.
Yeah.
But I was not faking it. I was conscious. That was the part. I was consciously being happy.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I have a special guest today. My very good friend that lives here in Lithuania. We've known each other for a long time. If you've been watching my YouTube videos, you've probably seen her in a couple of my YouTube videos. Ivy, how are you? Welcome back to my channel.
Hi. Thank you.
Welcome. I feel like we always have like conversations every time we meet. I mean, we lived together for I think more than 5 years.
Yeah.
We lived together for such a long time. And every time, we have conversations all the time, but we never record those conversations. So I just thought today, you know what, let's sit down and have a conversation today. But the people.
For the people.
For the people. Okay. By the way, I said Ivy.
Yes, ma'am.
Please introduce yourself to people.
Hi guys, my name is Iboro and have been living in Lithuania for as long as goodness knows.
What does that mean?
and we've been friends for that long.
Yes, indeed. So, how did you move to Lithuania though?
How I moved to Lithuania?
Yeah.
I was from Georgia.
Okay.
I went to Georgia for studies. Right, and it wasn't really going as I thought it would go in Georgia. Well, I feel like the number one thing that chased me from Georgia was the university I was in. It wasn't the kind of university that someone would call a university.
Like the studies,
I mean, we had some good lecturers. Not all of them were that good, but we had some good lecturers. But the university was in a Caritas center, so it didn't have like a structure of its own, like a proper university.
When you say Caritas, do you mean like the Caritas in Europe that actually takes care of refugees?
Yeah, so they have like halls there that we use for classes, and it was just like a rented space. I think it was rented.
Interesting.
Because it was in a Caritas. I was not just comfortable with that, so like student life there was not working. Was not just working.
And this was 2014.
2014.
So I think at the time they were not even now. I don't think they're in the EU. They're not in Schengen.
They are not in Schengen.
Okay, but it's in Europe.
It's not really in Europe.
It's close to Asia.
See, they call Georgia Euro-Asia.
Euro-Asia.
It's a
Okay.
country. So it's not like properly a European country.
I see. Yeah. So, but what was the process like to move from Euro-Asian country Georgia to Lithuania?
It wasn't difficult. It wasn't difficult because there is Lithuanian embassy there. So it was like the process was very smooth. You know, like no matter where you are, when you are trying to move from one country to the other, like the normal processes that you need to go through. You apply for studies, you get admission, and then you get all the supporting documents for visa.
Yeah.
And to apply for visa, you need everything, including bank statements and all those things that will back up your visa application. So that it was quite easy.
Okay. I mean, for me too, I was not living. I mean, I was already in Europe, but then I moved to Lithuania. But left Georgia to Vilnius because the school was not really great. Student life there was not good. Yeah. But you moved to Lithuania when 2014. What was that like to move to Lithuania? Because you're running away from somewhere and then you're joining Lithuania. What was that like?
Funny enough, when I came to Lithuania, I was quite happy. Because
Why?
I felt different here, right? Like there was not a lot of opportunities though in terms of, in
2014, definitely.
Yeah. There was like opportunities were not that much.
Yeah.
But I was excited because I could travel to other countries.
Okay.
And Germany was always my go-to.
And I remember we went to Germany.
Yeah. So I think that is the reason why I was very happy. I was in Lithuania.
I see. Because in Georgia, even though it's Euro-Asia, you couldn't travel to other countries.
You couldn't even go to Turkey. You need to apply for visa before you
go anywhere.
Before you could get Turkish visa, it was difficult.
And then you moved 2014 to Lithuania. Yeah. And which university and what did you study when you?
My wonderful Nicholas Romeris University. Nicholas Romeris. Yeah, MRU. Okay. So I moved to MRU and I studied financial economics.
It's been 2014 till now. Is How many years? That's
It's
eight
8+ years.
8+ years.
Yeah.
How has it been life in Lithuania from that time? Like you mentioned, when you came in 2014, there were not many opportunities
At all.
now it's different. People are rushing to come to Lithuania.
Yeah, seriously.
You've been here for so long. What's that experience been like for you to see the transition that we've gone through? This nation has gone through to now.
Yeah. I think it's very, very exciting. But I mean, when we all came here, it wasn't that rosy. It was a bit challenging.
Yeah. What challenge?
It was a bit challenging. You
don't see fire for this country.
I mean, a lot of us, even though we have family support, we still want to be able to get something by ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, to not to depend on family, because of course, when you are outside outside our country, especially outside Nigeria, you don't want to, put so much burden on family back home, because it's like you here, right? If you are going to request everything from them, it's going to be too much on them.
Sure.
So I think that was one area that I was having challenges, because I was eager to work, and I love working. As at 2014, it wasn't actually like that easy to get a job. Actually, I think I only managed to get a job in 2015, and I came in February 2014, but I could only get a job, I think, around summer of 2015. Like, I was not dying, but I was not dying, but I was really eager to work. The thing is, like I said, you can actually travel to another country to, meet people, and I actually got linked up with some good people in Germany, which is why I said Germany was my good country. So I met some women that were very nice to me, and I could travel to Germany during summer just to stay with them, and just to get one thing or the other going on. Yeah. And then I'll come back to Lithuania with somebody.
To fend for yourself.
To fend for yourself, to pay for accommodation, to eat. And all of those things, I think those were very important, because, of course, family is helping you out with school fees and, some other important things. But there are other things that you want to take care of by yourself. You don't want to still push it to family. Yeah. So I think that was the only area that I was kind of, struggling in Lithuania, because I was like, God, I need a job. But it wasn't forthcoming that quickly.
Yeah.
But with time, it became better.
What are some of the jobs that you did in the beginning?
My very first job in Lithuania, guys, was waitress and in a restaurant. But you know why it was easy to get? Do you remember how I got that job? From Samantha.
Was it the Cuba one?
Yes.
But that was not even your first job. Your first job was the African restaurant.
Yeah, I actually forgot that. So my very first job was in a restaurant. Okay, it was also in a restaurant, but I was a cook. It
was the first African restaurant, but unfortunately, it couldn't go ahead.
It could not go ahead. And I remember vividly why that restaurant did not blossom. Yeah. The change that the restaurant has was that it was located in, should I say, in the midst of other restaurants or close to other restaurants. The owner of that building that rented that space did not give him the license to sell alcohol, to sell drinks.
So,
yes. Okay. And so, I mean, according to what he told me, because this is what he told me, right, that the other Lithuanian, because it was Lithuanians that have restaurants around him, that they sort of tell the landlord, the owner of the space that he was using, that if he gives him the license to sell drinks, that they lose their customers to him.
Wow, so big competition literally stifled his business. And
yes. And I remember that he was trying to get the license, because if you don't have license, you can't sell alcohol in a restaurant. Yeah. You need a license. But he couldn't get it, and he was like, Ivy, that just selling food for him, he thinks it's not gonna
hold the restaurant.
What he was looking for. So And he just like that it's better for him to look for somewhere else instead of remaining there just selling food.
Yeah.
So that was the main purpose why he decided to, just fold up at that moment.
That's when we met.
That's when we met.
Yes, at the dorm, and I remember then you were going to work, and I was like, somebody has a job here. Somebody has a job here. Many years passed, you did the restaurant jobs, and then...
So I was a cook first in an African restaurant. Then I got another job as a waitress. And then in that same restaurant, I became a bartender.
Yeah, bartendress. Okay.
Bartender. And then working in the bar. And then I moved to Kaunas for my master's. Still, there was no... Oh my God, I remember when I was in Kaunas, I was like seriously looking for a job. I was always going to the labor office in Kaunas.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I would go there and I would meet some of them. There was one woman that was very nice. She could speak English. And then she was just advising me that if I can get any IT-related course, that I should do it because skill is in high demand. So she was advising me that. And me, I was busy studying my international relations. I was like, you don't know, I want to be an ambassador. You want me to go and do IT? So I was already studying. Seriously, like when she told me, I didn't even buy it. I was like, this lady, you don't even know what you're saying. Right now, I'm studying. You're advising me to go and do another course. So I was just like, okay, but I would go there and she would just print me like job opening. She would even help me to call some. And then I would call and call and call. Boom! I called a Mexican restaurant.
I remember because I came to that restaurant to see you one time and we had food. Good food.
Good food. Yeah. Mexican food is so good.
Yeah.
And they like spicy food. So yeah, guys, I worked as a cleaner. This my own cleaning was not just like go clean and leave. I'll go in the morning. I'll clean, and then I'll go to the kitchen.
Oh Jesus! You had two jobs: kitchen help and cleaner.
Yeah, I wasn't even like kitchen help. I was like dishwasher in the kitchen. But I will clean when I come in the morning. Clean everywhere. Everywhere will be sparkling. Yeah. Then I'll go to the kitchen. I'll do the dishes. And man, that was the most stressful job. That job is mad. It's mad. Before I got that job, I had already like gotten a job
at a Chinese restaurant. I remember.
But then obviously studying and working is never that easy. Yeah.
So stressful.
So at a point, I left the Chinese and I was only doing the Mexican restaurant job. Yeah.
Wow. This took years. This was not 1 year. We're talking about...
This was...
So 2014, 2015.
Like up to 5 years.
Up to 5 years doing like restaurant work and doing like cleaner, kitchen help, whatever, dishwasher, whatever.
But you know what? I think why it was so then was because if then is like now that when you are doing your masters you can work. Yeah. It would have been different. But then even with your masters you cannot do a full-time job.
Yes, you could only do 4 hours a day.
You can only do 4 hours.
And there were not many jobs for there were not many corporate jobs as well for foreigners.
But I think because we are beginning to have a lot of jobs, that's why they are like the immigration policy changed and allowed masters to start working for
yeah. So how did you get into corporate life? Because now you're just years of
prayer. It's one thing to pray and it's one thing to keep pushing. You remember that now? You see, no be intention carry me that way. I did now. Where you now you go fight. I applied for it, guys. I applied internship in this my company. I applied, and then we'll be going for career fair. Is it career fair?
Career fair, yeah, sure.
Career fair. We will be going
speaking in big English.
They will be speaking big English for us, and they will be telling us, okay, I think you should bring your CV. I think you should submit your CV. You can send your CV. We're going to take a look at it. And all of that. At the end of the day, you will send CV. You still go back. They will not get back to you. Now, my friend. But I think you were coming from your job interview.
Yes, I don't even remember. Maybe I was coming from job interview. Maybe I had started working. I think it was my maybe job interview. I can't remember what happened. But I was coming from somewhere.
I started work before you started.
I think I went for job interview or something like that.
I think she went for job interview. She now decided to. She was like,
I was a bit angry that day.
I need to submit that CV. I said yes. She said, okay, I will enter this company. You must get this internship. All these people are doing. You must get this internship.
Yeah.
Send email because I almost fought with her.
Oh my god, the secretary almost threw me out of that building that day.
I sent, and finally, they now called me. That they got back to me, and then I had to start internship. I did the internship for 3 months. I remember that my team, they really liked me in my team.
I remember.
My manager was like that he would like me to be in the team. I think what happened then was I had finished my internship, but
you were still studying.
But I was still studying. Yeah, I was almost rounding up. And then so there was a need for more hands. So they had to pick some of us. Some of the interns, some of us to come and assist in that thing because I think they were having a lot of workload. That's true. They were having a lot of workload and they needed more hands. So they saw us now, cheap labors. I was very excited to work on that temporary position for just 2 months. And then I was still keeping in touch with my manager. Yeah. And he was like, hey guys, don't worry, that it's just going to create a new position in the team. Wow. And then he would ask me to apply for it. And that was how it went. When I finished that temporary position, he hired me into the team again. Yeah. And since then, glory to glory. I was actually 4 years last month, November.
Wow. Whoa, 4 years. And you've grown so much in this company and you've gone from one position to the next, different teams, different experiences. How has it been working with Lithuanians? Because you worked with Lithuanians even when you were working like restaurant jobs, like other jobs. You've had the opportunity to work with different Lithuanians in different fields. What is that experience like? What is it like working with Lithuanians?
You know, the funny thing is when I was working in the restaurant, I feel like those Lithuanians were actually like really, really nice and full of life. Yeah, I feel like they were really nice. Not even like I feel like, but they were really, 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 really nice. In school, in school, is way different. You know, meeting Lithuanians in school and meeting them
in a professional.
Yeah, but in that restaurant, it was better than.
So in restaurants, it's better than corporate.
Honestly, and I think it's just because of the kind of restaurant. Because remember, all the restaurants that are international restaurants. So the people they hire in this restaurant are people that are they have some kind of experience, right? They are not
because they had to speak English.
They have to speak English. And so they are more open. So they like conversation, they ask questions, all of those things. And I think it was quite fun working with these people in all the restaurants that I've worked.
This is interesting for me because
it is.
In you would think that in smaller jobs you will have more difficulty there, but you're saying now that when you're working there you had more opportunity to actually relax. People are friendly, fun, and then you go to professional world.
And they are literally. One of my colleagues in Cuba restaurant actually made me cepelina. That was the first time I tried cepelina. So she made homemade cepelina for me. So they were actually very nice. Very, 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 very nice. And we used to have a lot of tips and our tips would be shared equally for everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, really. In those restaurants, Lithuanians were actually really, really nice. Yeah.
But then you step into the corporate world.
But then I step into the corporate.
What is your biggest challenge with colleagues, Lithuanian colleagues?
With Lithuanian colleagues. I feel like in the corporate world, right?
Yeah.
I experienced something similar to what we experience in the university. So people have cliques. Yeah,
cliques.
People have cliques. Yeah, and in my previous team, right? Like all of them, it's like you are different. Of course, you are different, and it used to really piss me because we had a group chat, and everything going on is going to be in the language which I don't understand.
In Lithuanian.
Yes. And I will be so angry, and I will be like, why can't you guys speak in English? And they are like, oh, Iboro, it's nothing important. It's not about you. It's not about you. But oh my God, if you understood Lithuanian, it would be so funny. This thing we are talking about is so funny. It would not be funny in English, all those kind of things. I think that was the biggest challenge that I had.
Yeah.
It was just in that team, everyone was friendly, but there are things that just didn't go well. But in this my team, it has another
dimension.
This my team. People don't want to meet. That everybody likes to keep to themselves. I don't know. I think I actually understand that because it's quite a big team. So we don't only have the team in Vilnius, we have in other countries. So, but the people in Vilnius, they don't have your time. Everybody minds their own business. I was like, wow, and it's true. I mean, I don't see that as a challenge, but it's strange. Because I feel like all companies, like teams, like to meet
to hang out sometimes. Yeah. Because it helps.
This is my team, we never hang out.
Do you think it was what? Because now you're more like in a higher position.
That's what I'm saying, because this is my team.
Yeah.
Don't have like low grades.
Exactly. People are just trying to work and they have so many things happening outside work, and they have to get back to it.
We have people that senior this, senior that, have a lot. So they are just busy trying to build something, trying to put something up. And actually we have a lot to do in this team. So I just feel like people just get exhausted, and anytime they just want to relax.
Yeah. What kept you going? And you're still in the same company.
Yeah.
Because I remember one time I was like, no, you need to change your job. But you stayed there because I can see that now you're like growing in that job.
But that was my goal. My goal was growth. To grow.
Yeah.
My goal was to grow and to really understand things. To understand what I'm doing. So I think that's what I'm always looking at. I just wanna have that track record that I grew from this position to this position, and of course in each position I know I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I'm gaining like a lot of experiences and just growing. I think for me, I'm happy that I'm actually growing and not just jumping
to different teams or something like that, but you're actually growing in your career. When you say like growing in your career, how do you identify your area of growth? Because you've moved across different teams.
Yeah.
Do you just look, I want to do something else, or are you strategically thinking, moving from like one position to the next?
I just, discover what I need to learn at a particular time, and I just want to go ahead and learn that.
I see.
This current job that I'm doing is not very robotic. First time it was a process. There were some changes, like we had some, but it was the same thing. Just looking for something more challenging.
Were there strategies that you put in place that actually helped you to move from your internship? Because you said your manager liked you from the internship time. Were there things that you consciously did that helped you to position yourself to get that job? Because it was not all the interns that got hired, and now you're actually at a senior level in your company. Are there things that you're doing to grow consciously?
I feel like I was just really passionate about what I was doing.
Okay.
Yeah. And I gave my all. When you know that this is what you want, I think you need to put effort into getting what you want. So I think that's just what I did. I put my effort. The thing about me is like I learned really fast. I feel like that's also what a lot of the managers or people
are looking for.
They are looking for. Like because my manager up till today, like when he speaks, he's like, you learn really fast. And I like that. And I want you to handle this other KPI. Yeah.
Because he knows you're going to learn it very fast again.
Yeah. That's another characteristic that they saw. And my manager wanted to retain me. And also I was passionate about what I was doing. And I was excited.
Yeah.
I think that's another part. I was excited. I was excited.
And that kind of what gives you energy, right? Because you're excited. Like even if you're tired, you're like, okay, but I can put in more effort. I can do one more thing, and I can learn more. So
it was very positive.
Very positive. Very positive. So sometimes, in fact, one thing that Lithuanians even tell themselves is that they're not positive. You're a positive person, and you're working with people that not necessarily see that.
I feel like that's not necessary. You have to let people know how you feel.
Yeah.
Do you know that I had, like, my colleagues used to tell me that, are you actually for real? You cannot be always happy. You need to let people, you don't need to fake it.
And you're not faking it. You're just
I'm not faking it. I'm not. I go, even if I'm faking it, fake it till you make it. I mean, get that happiness till you are truly happy. What shall it profit you if you make yourself to be grumpy and sad? It's not going to profit you anything.
True.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes they think I was faking it.
Yeah.
But I was not faking it. I was conscious. That is the part. I was consciously being happy.
I like that. Consciously being happy. What keeps you happy though? What do you... Because there's stress already. You have challenges.
Food keeps me happy.
If I don't eat, I food.
But seriously, what's the point? Do you remember that I've told you this before? I think I was in the office once and I was just really sad. I was sad and I was like saying to myself, why are you sad? Really, why are you sad?
Yeah.
And I told you I had to go to the toilet and I prayed. I was like, I refused to be sad. And I came out, I felt better.
Wow.
Yeah, so what, like for me, it's just like making conscious effort to stay happy because I don't want to be sick.
Yeah.
I don't want to get sick by being sad.
Yeah. Which is true because...
See, when you are sad, you get sick.
You can easily get sick when you're sad. Absolutely. And what's your faith like? Because now you mentioned that in that moment, you found a way out. I mean, food is an important point, but at this time, very important. But in this moment, you felt like something is causing me to be sad. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to go step into the toilet and pray. What's your faith journey been like in Lithuania? Because you don't have...
Hey, Jesus. Now God, they give me. Now God, this is my life. Hey, Jesus. He's God, seriously. My faith journey. God is good.
God is
seriously.
Good. Amen.
And I'm holding him like this, like forever. Titilai. That's what you're asking. Forever and forever. Amen. This is how I will hold God.
Amen.
Yeah, because I feel like that's the only way I can survive till now.
Yeah.
In this country, from Georgia. God. God, I thank you. You see? God. If it's not God, we know for another year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my faith journey is knowing that God is the source of everything and keeping you at the center of everything. You know, sometimes it might be difficult to pray, but at the end of the day, you still know that you can't do this thing without God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So he's just there. He's the main factor.
I'm sure you've had challenges that made you think. Or did you? Maybe, I don't know.
No.
You've not had challenge that made you think, God, not...
No,
okay.
I've never.
You've never.
And I will never.
Amen.
I know.
Yeah.
I know where I stand. I know where I stand in God. So, I don't have any doubt.
Amen.
No.
Okay.
No.
This is just like your resolution. Like, it's God or nothing.
It's God or nothing.
I like
Seriously, I've never questioned my faith. Even though I've questioned God, I don't question him. I know like when my mom died. I was like, oh, why? It's so hard. I mean, it's still hard to accept that my mom is no more. But obviously, she's no more.
Yeah. And this happened, you were not with your mom, you were here. And being apart from family, because I want us now to talk about family, having to deal with loss, when you're not there with family. And somebody that you love so much dies away from you. How did that feel in that moment? Remember that day I was in the office? I was rolling on the floor. I mean, it was just really difficult when I finally realized that my mom had gone. God, I was in the kitchen. I was rolling on the floor. I'm happy that it was when we all started working from home. Yeah. So we didn't have a lot of plenty. I think we just had like a couple of people on our floor. And so I was in the kitchen. I was just crying. And he came and was like, "Are you okay?" No, I'm not okay. Yeah. It was not
easy, Sissy.
Yeah.
It was not easy. I last saw my mom 2019. It was November. The last time I went to Nigeria before my mom passed was spending. I went 2019 October. I stayed till November. So that was when I last saw my mom. Oh my God, you see.
And I know you were planning to go.
I was planning. I had called my mom. I bought my ticket in June, and I called her that I bought my ticket, and she was excited. She was like, "Oh, okay, that she's happy."
Yeah.
But in July, I was just like, God, this is not true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very traumatic. I mean, that's why I say that I questioned God, because I was like, God, you know all the plans I have for my mom. You know what I wanted to do for her.
Yeah.
Why did you allow her? You had seen that this date, because me, I believe God knows everything. The Bible says that He knows the end.
Yeah, from the beginning.
So He knew that it was going to happen. That I was like, God, you had seen it. Why didn't you stop it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I questioned Him, but obviously He knows best, right? He does.
Yeah.
For my marriage, I cried.
Yeah.
I was like, this is what my mom really wanted. Like in 2019, she was just asking me. In my language, and she was like, is nobody coming? I was like, plenty people, they come. But me and the fine person, they alright.
Yeah. Sure.
I was like, that you should know what I will bring him a very responsible young man. I know that my mom would have been like, she would literally love Coco to be. When my mom just passed, I had a dream. And in that dream, I had a lot of dreams when my mom just passed on about her.
Yeah.
A lot of dreams. So there was one I had, right? And it's like there were a lot of rainbows. A lot of rainbows, like the rainbows from the sky to the floor, from the sky to the floor. And then I saw her just behind the rainbow. She was, yeah. And I just looked at her. And I remember another one, she was with 2 other women. And then it's like I knew that I was going to meet my mom. She came to visit me. She came to see me.
Yeah.
Right. So I was with somebody. I was like, okay, let me go out. That my mom is waiting. Let me go and meet her. So I went. I met her, and she now took me to like the pathway, and behind that the locule, and she sat down somewhere there, and she was like that I shouldn't worry, that she will not come back, that I should just allow her to go. Yeah, that I should not worry, that she'll be fine, that I should allow her to go. I saw her in that dream, and she was like that. I should let her go. Yes. Yeah.
I want us to move on to a bit happier thoughts.
Yes.
You got married this year. Come on. You got married this 2022. How is married life?
Married life is sweet though. It's sweet. But sometimes it can be difficult. Yeah, marriage life is very interesting. I think that's the word I should use. It's very interesting.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
But overall, I think it's very sweet.
How did you meet your husband?
So this young man, we've been connected for years actually, for a long time. I think we've been connected for like 5 years already, or even more. But we don't talk.
But exactly, you guys didn't talk, or you just like friends on the internet, but no conversations. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't even notice me because I don't post. And he's very active, so I noticed him. We started talking. Not even started talking. I think the first time we say hi was in 2020. Saw something on the status.
Yeah.
And I just replied. So it was like, what did he even say? He was talking about his status. He was talking about drinking cola or something, but it was just something funny. And I just replied. I was just like, okay, this one is real enjoyment. And he was like, hey, Coco, how are you? Yeah. So that was it. And I think that was it for that 2020.
Okay.
And in 2021, we do Happy New Year. You know, like sending Happy New Year to friends, to different friends. And it was one of the person that sent me Happy New Year. And of course, I responded. That was January 2021. And then 2020, and then that February of that same 2020, when it's like something entered his head and he decided to write me. Hi, Coco. How are you? I mean, he's calling me Coco.
Because this is like your namesake, my namesake.
Yeah. I was like, hi Coco, how are you? I'm like, I'm fine. He's like, okay. And then it was like, if I'm on WhatsApp. I said yes. It was like, can I have your number? And then he dropped his phone immediately that I can add him up on WhatsApp. Let's talk on WhatsApp, that it's more convenient for him than talking here
on Facebook.
Yeah. And so and I added him up.
Yeah.
And then I wrote him. Yeah, I added him. And I was so excited. I was like, hey, Coco, nice to have you here. He started speaking. He started with grammar for me. He started speaking grammar for me. Yeah. And that was it. We just started talking on WhatsApp, and then we were like talking a lot. At the beginning, I didn't have any intention of wanting to date him, because it was just a friend and we had same name.
Yeah.
So it was just fun, chatting with someone. But when I started seeing all the things this boy was doing here and there, I was like,
your attention was taken.
My attention has been shifted to
you.
You have caught my attention. I'm making plans.
Yeah. Interesting.
And then he started making moves. As a matter of fact, when I met my husband, he was teaching. Then we started a relationship, and it was like, this relationship is like a responsibility to him, that he needs to go for something higher. And then he started applying for jobs, and then got a job with the airline. Yeah, airline. And then he's doing a lot of other things. So I think just seeing that determination in him gave me a lot of peace. And
a lot of confidence as well.
A lot of confidence.
Yeah, knowing that, this is, especially like marriage is like you're building your life. You're going from one, like you need somebody that is prepared for that stage to go with you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. And you're asking me all the questions.
Yes, now when you should
you've not said anything.
Yeah, because I mean I feel like we've had many similar experiences since we met. I don't know what, but
exactly
we've had very similar life. Yes, since we met. So I mean I think it makes sense. People you associate with, you kind of almost have the same experience with them. And I feel like you're the closest person to me in Lithuania since I moved here. I met you the first day I moved to Lithuania, and we've been friends since then. So you're the closest person. I think you're the one person that knows everything about me in Lithuania. Like you're the closest person to me in Lithuania. So it's not strange to me that we have very similar experiences, because even how we met our husbands is very, very similar. Very, very similar experience. We met that way, and we got married in the same year. We got married in 2022, and
So how has marriage life been?
I mean, marriage life is sweet too. For me, it's sweet. It's very different. Like, obviously, we've talked about marriage even before we got married. We've talked about relationship before that, and I knew I didn't know when mine was gonna happen. I was just like, I'm just winging it. I'll see when it happens. But when I met my husband, so I kind of knew. This is gonna be my husband. I think that was one of the first things that I even told you, because I said like, this is the guy, I'm gonna marry this guy. Like,
and you that I know so well, like you are always like
contemplating
on the relationship. I'm like, God, I don't have to. Maybe I need to pray. I don't even know what God wants me to do now. I just need to pray. God just has the Holy Spirit, you have to help me, because I don't know where this is going.
Please, why opening my bomb on the internet?
But when you met, it was assurance.
Yes, it was certain. It was certain. I didn't even have any questions. I was like, yep, that's my husband right there. So yeah. Anyway, thank God for that. We talked about family, and I think sometimes when you are abroad, people in Nigeria, maybe your extended family, like it doesn't matter, people, friends even, they feel like, she's doing well. We need to bill her. We need to send me money for this, send me money for that. How do you deal with that? Do you get that?
Do I get that?
Are you living with that? How do you do that? Because still is your finances that we're talking about here, and people are like, give me, because they see that you're living abroad. How do you deal with those people that have to, say, give me money? Do you sometimes have to say, sorry, I cannot, no? Or you're like, well, I'm living abroad, I have responsibility, I kind of have to help.
Do you know that before, I used to feel like it's my responsibility. Yeah, so I used to be like that before. Like anybody that comes to me with their family, with their friends, I feel like it's just my responsibility to answer to them. But I think, with the way things are, sometimes I say no.
Yeah.
I say no because I feel like I also have a lot more responsibilities now. Move to like a new apartment, like I'm still trying to get used to paying a lot of bills.
Yeah.
So now I have reason to say,
I cannot meet this expectation now.
Yeah, I cannot meet up because I have higher things that I'm dealing with.
Yeah. You're a hairstylist. You make, guys, all the hair that I've made in Lithuania, maybe one or twice that Ivy has not made my hair since.
And who made it?
Maybe Joy or...
And Joy and who?
I think one time...
Sumbro.
Oh,
someone has made you.
Yeah. Those 2 times. Those 2.
Which one did Joy make alone?
It wasn't even alone that she made that one. Exactly, it was with you. So you made all my hair, but I also know that you do this as a business. You actually have a lot of clients in Lithuania.
Lately, it's like every week.
You manage your time, having a full-time job.
I do most of my braids during the weekend. So I feel like some people feel like, IB doesn't go anywhere, IB doesn't socialize. They don't know that I don't just stay away from places because I want to.
Yeah, you're busy.
I have a responsibility.
And
I'm trying to work to meet all those responsibilities. Yeah. I enjoy making hair.
I know you do.
And also for me, I think I benefit from, I enjoy and then I benefit from. It's not been easy, but at the same time, since it's something I like doing.
Yeah.
I don't have issues. And also, God give me strength. I feel that sometimes I actually stand to make hair and my clients are complaining that their back is hurting, their butt is hurting. Are you not tired? I'm not tired. Yeah. So some of my clients actually they always feel concerned for me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know that I don't really it doesn't get to me. I don't get so exhausted because I'm making hair. Of course, at the end of the day, I will get tired, right? Because this is hard work and I need to rest. And once I rest, I'm okay.
How do you manage your own social life?
I feel like, apart from having things to do, but I feel like I just enjoy my space.
Okay.
I'm someone that I really enjoy my space because. But I have never been idle. I always have things to do.
Absolutely.
It's either I'm, doing side gigs or I'm trying to learn something. Yeah, or I'm talking to my husband. So I always have things to do.
Yeah.
There's work.
There's work to do all the time, I see.
So that's why I actually enjoy my space. But at the same time, when I'm out there, I smile with people. I just with people. I'm good with people. I'm actually good with people.
You are very good with people.
I'm good with people.
You're excellent with people.
I don't have issues relating with people. But I feel like I just feel more comfortable in my space.
Which makes sense. Yeah. You're very good with dealing with people. I know that for sure. I've told you as well. You're very loving and very
accommodating.
Very accommodating. Very accommodating. Yeah. I need to walk around for me first before.
But I think you are even better. You are better.
No.
It is no.
How? No, it takes me time. I have to. You can take someone in from the moment you meet them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, from the moment you meet them. I kind of need.
I know the fear.
Yes, I kind of need I need some time to process the situation. And sometimes I get in my emotions and I really wanna do everything for them. For them, immediately, and then it kind of hits me this person. It's just a no for me. From the get-go, you are very. We met the first day I came to Lithuania. When I'm still checking you out, you're like, you're so fine. Why are you this fine? Yeah, exactly. So it was from the first day we became friends. Almost immediately.
I was like, I'm making food. Come on, eat.
Exactly. What is one thing you see as misconception that people have about traveling abroad? People that are in Nigeria.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh my God, you're living abroad. You're living. Yeah. What is the misconception, and what would you tell people that are trying to come here?
People feel like once you get to abroad, you will blow. It's not always. That's not always the case.
Yeah.
There are people that are here, and of course they blow immediately because, this abroad. I think skills is what. Skills is what will give you an edge abroad. Like when you have those skills that are in high demand, you get here, it's gonna make you blow.
Yeah.
But if you don't have those skills and you come here, I feel like you need to start from somewhere. It's actually funny because some people back home, they try to compare you to other people. I feel like abroad is one place. Abroad is different places. Different countries with its own structures and everything. Opportunities. So you're not going to compare me to someone that is in Canada or in UK. We don't have the same opportunities.
Absolutely.
But people don't understand that.
Yeah, absolutely. And what skills would you recommend people? Because now you mentioned skills.
In Lithuania?
We're
gonna get IT skills.
Okay.
We're gonna blow.
Right? I think the market is booming for IT skills
in any company.
Yeah.
They get the best paid positions in any company. Yeah.
So IT skills, guys. What other skills though?
Skill that is
handy. Like you really need to get it. Like you don't travel abroad without getting at least a skill. Yeah. Because even if it's not in demand, sometimes you can create the demand. Because once you start telling people, hey,
I do this.
You do this. People realize, oh, I actually need that. I actually need that. So sometimes there might not be demand, but the demand is lacking because there is nobody to show that thing is needed at the moment. So
I think another skill that is needed here is language.
Language. Learning.
No. Like if you bilingual.
If you're bilingual, you can speak French. Like a lot of translation jobs and
speak
Spanish,
Italian, all those languages.
Yeah. I think being multilingual, bilingual is actually like a good skill to have. So absolutely.
Now in any country,
you're
gonna get something from it.
Yeah. What's next for 2023? What's coming in 2023 for you?
Wow, 2023 is actually very loaded.
Yeah.
Just announce it up. I'm gonna have my husband here.
Come on. Amen. We've not talked about the process of bringing someone like your spouse to Lithuania, but that's a whole video on its own, so we don't have time for that today. But
I feel like for me it's gonna be a whole lot of experience, like because I'm not actually like lived for a long time with my husband, so like I'm really looking forward to
it's gonna be different. But exciting.
God help me. 2023 is well loaded for me.
Well loaded. I'm happy.
A lot of things that I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's a great year for you too. It's gonna be. It has to be. As long as Jesus is alive, right?
Yeah. 2022 was such a good year. This year was such a good year.
This year was spectacular.
I'm telling you, like it was such a good year. I can confess.
Yeah, God came through. Major, like crazy way.
In like
unexpected ways, like
unexpected ways.
We didn't even think some things would happen this year, and they just happened.
It just happened. So it was a great year, and of course, it's gonna be even. It can only get better.
Yeah, amen. I like that. It can only get better.
2023. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for 2023.
You've literally just told me a beautiful story of how you started, and look at where you are now. Your life has gone through a trajectory that you can see is a progressive trajectory. What advice would you give someone? Because that's the whole point, right? You don't want to be stagnant when you go anywhere. What would you recommend someone, or advice or encouragement you give someone trying to come to Europe?
I don't know. I would say you should be focused on the goal, on what you want. Remember, like always visiting Germany and getting advice that Lithuania has nothing for you. That country is not even English-speaking country.
I remember.
This school, that even here, even in Germany, if you are studying in English, your degree is not going to work for you. You should do what everybody is doing, get your stay, live your life, and all of those things. I remember I kept saying that I know what I want.
Yeah.
I know what I want. And I believe so much that once I'm done with my studies, that I'll get a job.
Yeah.
And I stick to that. I stayed on that. So I had like, if there is something God has blessed me, it's focus. It's focus. Like, I know what I want in life, and I stay on that track. Yeah. And I set my gaze on the prize. So I would say just be very focused. Know what you come here for.
Yeah.
If you are coming here to study, make sure that you get your studies, and go for the next thing. If you
I
want
like
to,
that.
if you want to get a job, go for it. You're gonna get a job. Now Lithuania is very open. There are jobs. Just stay focused.
Yeah.
And also, I think it's very important that you have friends that encourage you. Like Heine said, she's a big part of my life.
Me too.
You're a big part of my life. Like, I remember then that you will say things that will just, encourage me. And I remember then in church, you will just come with messages, and it was just like, I remember then I would just be staring at you and listen. I'm like, this girl, this one is speaking all these things. So I think just have a friend, someone that you are close to, that that will help you. Like in all areas. Don't put God out. Let God be your go-to person.
Amen.
He should be your go-to person, and just hold on to God very tight. Have a supportive friend, very supportive friend that will cook food for you.
Because food is important.
It's important, that will encourage you. That's have friends that you can have meaningful conversations with. Conversation that will help you to grow.
I love that.
Yeah. And so I would say these are my advice. Stay focused, have a good, you don't have to have plenty of friends that you jump from one place to the other. Just have friends that you are comfortable with, friends that will help you to grow. And hold God like this, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Literally in any country you are, and then you observe this few things of mine, you're gonna be fine.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ivy, for coming to my channel and having this conversation. I know that all the people that have watched this video, they've learned so much. You're the first person that I'm having on this show, and it makes sense because I know that you are gonna be honest, you're gonna be real, and it's been like a beautiful time. Knowing you it's like you're an amazing person, and I'm so happy that you are kicking off this new journey with the people, with my YouTube family, and I'm wishing you the best. I can't wait to see, all that 2023 and the years beyond 2023 will have for you. And thank you so much.
It's been a great time here, like having this conversation. These things, a lot of what we've said here are things that we've already discussed, and we've talked about a lot of these things before.
Did you enjoy the conversation?
I did, of course.
To reflect and recall.
I did. I feel like conversations like this is actually really good because it helps you to just reflect, on how you started life.
Yeah, I know.
And how you've grown,
massive.
And how you are still growing to grow. So I think it's quite important.
Yeah.
And I liked it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being so sweet to me.
Oh, thank you too.
I feel like I'm one person that you hardly get angry.
Yeah, you have very free way in my life for sure. I know. I don't get angry easily. But I know that I feel like everything I can sweep it under the
it's okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Guys, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment below. Until next time. Bye.